husband got a tattoo of a name on his chest. It wasn't mine. It wasn't his mother's either. I noticed it when he stepped out of the shower last Tuesday. Fresh ink, still healing, right over his heart. One word in delicate script. Lily. When did you get that? He froze, hand on the towel, eyes avoiding mine. A few weeks ago. Who is Lily? Silence. The kind that fills a room and pushes out all the air. It's complicated. A name tattooed over your heart is complicated? Who is she, Ryan? I can't talk about this right now. He walked past me and closed the bedroom door. Left me standing in the bathroom forgetting how to breathe. 12 years of marriage. I thought I knew everything about him. His childhood in Wisconsin. His college years. The ex-girlfriend before me. I'd never heard the name Lily. Not once in 12 years. I searched everything. His phone while he slept. His email. Social media accounts. Old photos from before we met. No Lily anywhere. I searched public records, court documents, nothing. A woman who didn't exist had her name permanently inked over my husband's heart. For 3 days, I convinced myself he was having an affair. Someone at work, online, anywhere. Someone worth marking his body for. I planned how I'd confront him, how I'd leave. Then I found the obituary. I was searching old newspapers from his hometown for any Lily connected to his family. Instead, I found a death notice from 20 years ago. Lily Grace Matthews, born March 3rd, died March 7th. Beloved daughter, too beautiful for earth. 20 years ago last week, the exact time Ryan got the tattoo. Matthews wasn't Ryan's last name, but when I searched birth records, I found her. Lily Grace Matthews. Father, Ryan James Cooper. Ryan had a daughter who lived 4 days. A daughter he'd never told me about. I confronted him that night, showed him the obituary, watched his face crumble in a way I'd never seen. How did you find that? I thought you were cheating. I searched everything. He sat heavily on the bed, dropped his head into his hands. I was 17. Danielle was 16. Stupid kids who thought we were in love. What happened? She got pregnant. Both families panicked. Her parents wanted adoption. My parents wanted adoption. We didn't know what we wanted. We were children ourselves. He looked up with red eyes. Danielle had complications during delivery. Emergency C-section. Lily was born with a heart defect they hadn't detected. So small, so fragile. They said she might not survive the week, but you held her for 4 days. Every moment they'd let me. I'd skip school and sit in that NICU talking to her, telling her about the life we'd have together. I was going to fight for custody, figure it out somehow. His voice broke. She died on March 7th. I was holding her hand, smaller than my thumb. She stopped breathing and they couldn't bring her back. 12 years of marriage. Never seen my husband cry like this. Why didn't you tell me? Because I couldn't say her name without falling apart. Because I spent 20 years pretending she didn't exist. Every time I tried, the words wouldn't come out. The tattoo. She would have been 20 this year. Last week was her birthday. I woke up and realized I'd spent 2 decades acting like my daughter never happened. Like 4 days didn't count. Like she wasn't real. He showed me the fresh ink, Lily, right over his heart. I needed her name to exist outside my own head. This was the only way I could honor her. I sat next to him on the bed, held his hand while 20 years of grief poured out. He told me about Danielle, lost touch after graduation, his parents who never spoke of Lily again, the guilt of being a teenage father who couldn't save his daughter and then pretended she never existed. I should have told you when we married, when we had our own kids. Why didn't you? Because you looked at me like I was whole, not broken. I didn't want to lose that. I held him while he sobbed. My husband had buried a child before I ever met him, carried that loss alone because he didn't know how to share it. She was real, I whispered. 4 days counts. She was your daughter and she was real. We sat until midnight. He told me everything. Her tiny fingers, the way she'd grip his hand, the sound she made, more like humming than crying. He'd memorized every detail because it was all he'd ever have. Our kids know about their sister now. We put her photo in our living room. Ryan visits her grave every March 7th. I go with him. He doesn't cry the whole time anymore. Sometimes he even smiles, telling her about the brothers she never met. The tattoo doesn't bother me now. I understand what it means. 20 years of silence finally spoken. A daughter finally acknowledged. A father finally allowed to grieve. Some names deserve to be written over our hearts, even the ones we carry in secret for 2 decades.